Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And I've got a good one for you today because you need to get ready to pay forever for everything. Man, oh man. Hit the like button, subscribe to this channel, please. And today we have a sponsor, Delete Me, and I will cover them in a bit. First things first, my friend Mike sends me this great story about how the Volkswagen company just announced that their new car, the ID3 and the S Pro, uh, has 201 horsepower, and you can unlock more horsepower for $22.37 a month to have maximum horsepower. Now, think about how ridiculous that is. Do you want the car to perform at its maximum peak? It's going to cost you 22 bucks a month to do that. Wait a second. Isn't the car going to go as fast as I want it to when I put my foot in the gas? No, not a chance. Not a chance. Now, we've heard about these upgrades in the past, and 2 years ago we heard about BMW, with their cruise control upgrades, Mercedes with its heated seats, and if you want the heated seat option that would heat faster, it's going to cost you more. But eventually, guys, you're gonna be paying for this forever. Now, this stuff is not transferable, so if you change ownership, you're going to lose those upgrades if you pay for them in the car. Isn't that insane? Well, this got me thinking as I was going back and forth with Mike, and it's not the fact that you can't afford $30 a month. That's not the point. The point is that you never own anything, guys. You're not going to have something that you're going to buy and you're just going to sit there and say, wow, what great value I got for this. And it made me realize of all the things out there that you can get a subscription for. Now, we all have Netflix and we all have all these different pay channels, and I've got more movie channels than anybody you've ever met in your life, because that's my thing at night. After I flip the news off and I'm editing, I like to watch and flip around the movies and see Godfather for the 415th time. Okay, I digress. The point is that it got me thinking, what else are people paying for right now? And it's not the usual things. Think about this: smart appliances. How about freezer mode? How about a freezer that will have the capabilities of freezing faster? And if you have wine or you have beer or you have something like that, sodas that you want frozen faster, you can spend $24 a month to have that freezer mode turned on. Pass. Why? Why is that not included with my my $3,000 refrigerator? Well, wait a second. How about your oven? How about a no preheat oven that you walk up and you press a temperature and it'll go to it immediately? If you need 450 degrees, it'll be there in less than a minute. Well, if the oven can do that, I have to pay $30 a month for that? That's insane, guys. It's insane. But the idea with this is that they clip you for everything. A couple other things. Air fryer mode. You want your oven to be air fryer mode? It'll cost you $28 a month for air fryer mode. Well, wait a second. How about this one? This is my favorite one. Steakhouse mode. You can get your oven to broil at almost 1,000 degrees inside your house. So it can be like a steakhouse where it'll sear it and it'll cook your steak in minutes. In minutes. Okay? Well, that's, almost $35 a month. Wow. Honey, we got to get steakhouse mode. We got to get air fryer mode. You got to get everything. Now, you can get packages where you buy all this stuff, but that's insane. Same thing with clothes washing. Washing machines now that are all computerized that will unlock multiple modes of washing clothes. Think about this, guys. I'm a guy and I have stuff that goes to the dry cleaners every day, and then I've got my jeans and my workout shorts and my socks and underwear and things like that. What other mode do I need for my wash machine? Because the wash machine I have works great. I mean, it dries clothes in one cycle. It's amazing. What else do you need? The average family has over 50 bucks a month in subscriptions, and it's just not uncommon. The idea with this is to keep you going. Now, automobiles, this is the one that's insane. This is the one that gets so expensive that you won't even believe it. When you sit there and you think about things like BMW has a drive recorder feature, which will record your drive. It's $145 for a lifetime or $39 a year to record your driving. Okay? So if you get into an accident, somebody rear ends you, you got it covered. Okay, seems kind of cheap though for that. Ford, buyers can use Blue Cruise Highway hands-free driving system for 90 days for free when you buy a new Ford, or you can get it activated for $4.99 a year or pay $49 a month for your driving. Now, in other words, it's not driving for you, but you can take your hands off the wheel. If you'd like to take your life into your own hands, you can do that. General Motors Super Cruise, $2,200 for this. Up front for 3 years on Chevrolet and GMC vehicles, $2,500 for Cadillacs, or after which is $25 a month for life, okay, or $250 a year. Mercedes-Benz has got includes weather, traffic, and it's $150 annually. See, guys, there's nothing there that is better. How about better navigation? Well, wait a second. I can use my phone. Have you guys ever hopped into an Uber? How many Ubers use the navigation in their car? They all use their cell phones for this. So that's the idea with this, is that you're going to spend money going crazy with this. Now, ADT alarm systems, your Ring doorbell, everything like that. The other thing I get a kick out of is you need to have a pest control service month after month. Well, wait a second. How many pests do I have? If you guys kill the rats or get rid of the cockroaches, are they coming back in 3 weeks? You never know, Dan. So it's worth spending the $18 a month to have us come by and look and make sure you're good. No, guys, no. I had a subscriber that had a rat problem that they wrote me about. And what they did was they finally found a good rat guy sitting in a restaurant talking about, hey, you're a pest control guy? What do you think the problems are that we see mice every now and then? The guy came over and 15 minutes said, well, here's the entry points of your house. And paid the guy $100, and the mice never came back because they sealed off these 2 holes inside the house. Or you could pay $24 a month to have your pest control company. See where this is going, guys? It's too much. It's way, way, way too much. And again, the idea with this is you don't own anything. You're going to pay for it forever. Do you want it to take advantage of these services and unlock the maximum speed for your car? This is what got Mike upset. Rightfully so. If I want to punch it, if I need to get out of town, if something's happening and I need to be someplace else, I want to be able to put my foot on the gas and know that the car is going to respond to me as quickly as I would like it to. Oh, no. That's going to cost you $22.37 more a month. What are you paying for right now? Tell me 2 things, guys, 2 things. What's worth paying for? For me, it's the movie deal. And here's the thing, for you seniors out there, and I think I'm getting close to being called a senior, my mother did the greatest thing when she was alive, and she used to like the Los Angeles Dodgers. She called her cable company and said, I can't afford this, it's ridiculous. And that was when Time Warner had the exclusive with the Dodgers. And they said, well, we don't want to lose you. She says, well, I can't get movies, can't get the Dodgers, it's too expensive, I'm on a fixed income. How about this, ma'am? How about if we make it $20 a month? $20 a month, and you can have everything. Okay. And she did that. Now, my mom passed a few years ago, but the idea with this is make those phone calls. Tell them you're old. Tell them you can't afford it. And guess what they'll do? Well, let me see what we can do for you. Okay? Did it for Mary, we'll do it for you. Okay? Let me know what you think about this, because it's maddening, guys. But do you need steakhouse mode in your house? How about preheat the oven, guys? How about that one for $30 a month? It's crazy. It's crazy. Hey, guys, let's talk about our sponsor, Delete Me. There is a problem out there with something called data brokers. And data brokers collect all of our information, our name, our address, email addresses, phone numbers, pictures of us, where we work, our home's value, our occupation, everything. And then they sell it to people over and over again. We've all gotten spam phone calls. We've all gotten spam emails. You can eliminate this with Delete Me. Contact them today, use the link below, and save 20% off the regular price. It is absolutely an amazing service. I've had it for a year now, and I have so much stuff that's been taken off the internet. After you fill out, your initial request form, they will go to work, and in 7 days they'll issue a report. And the report is just like this, where it shows you everything month after month after month that they've eliminated for you. It is an absolute home run. If you don't want to use the link below, use this QR code to sign up. Take a picture of it with your phone. It's absolutely an amazing service. It really is one of the best things I've ever used, and the company is fantastic. But as an iAllegedly subscriber, you save 20% off the regular price. Check it out today. Use the link below or use that QR code. Contact Delete Me today and get your data taken off the internet and get some privacy back, guys. Now, there's a lot more to cover. First things first, guys, our privacy is at risk all the time. You know that. I had a doctor's appointment last week. He ordered blood work for me. Well, you can't walk into the lab directly, Dan. You have to schedule an appointment now. You have to do it online, and you have to go through here. So I scheduled the appointment, and you had to be fasting, blah, 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 blah. And I go in there this morning, and I said, here's my, my lab orders. Oh, wait a second. You got to check in over there in the machine, sir. Well, I have an appointment. No, you still got to check in. I had to come up with my driver's license, okay, and put it in the machine. They had to take pictures of it. Then I had to put my insurance card in. They had to take pictures of that. Then I had to verify everything about me, okay? And again, we could argue that you don't have to do this for certain other things, but this is going to be a portal from hell. LabCorp, I tell you guys, someday this will be a complete nightmare, because I was supposed to be fasting and they wanted me to come in at 3 o'clock, and I said, there's no way I'm going to make it to 3 o'clock. So let me come in early, and they did, which was nice of them. But I said, I got a question for you. What if I didn't have my labs with me? It's already been ordered from the doctor. Oh, we have it in the system. You know I have insurance because I'm in the system. Oh, yeah, we have all that too, Dan. Well, wait a second, but I have to re-verify it, and yeah, we can't let you check in with all of this stuff. So I'm telling you guys, just another place that you could, get your data stolen from. Now, after my appointment this morning, I went out and got a bagel and ran into Coco and her granddaughter. Coco's a subscriber, and she was very complimentary about the channel and that she never misses a day and that I'm the best person that delivers the news. And thank you, Coco. It was very kind of you. Now, here's an insult to injury for you. Okay? Again, guys, we're being just bombarded with stuff. Neil Smith was in the Eaton fire. Altadena, Flint Ridge, La Cañada, Monrovia, Pasadena area. That whole area was taken out. He lost his home. So what did he do? He went and got forbearance because he doesn't have a home to make a house payment to. Oh gosh, they're going to give him 90 days. Okay, well, this is good. 90 days. I'll get the permits done. I'll get things rolling with the insurance company. No. First things first, he went for forbearance and it destroyed his credit. Isn't that just insult to injury? You lose your home. Now he's got horrible credit because he elected to go with the forbearance program. And then there was AB 238, which says, wait a second, after your initial forbearance program's done, if you have less than 4 units in these disaster areas, you can put off your payment. And he said, man, oh man, I would have never done this if I thought it was going to destroy my credit. So how awful is that, guys? How you can't win with this stuff. And again, these building permits are not being issued. They raised $100 million. That's in question as far as where it went. Neil didn't get a dollar of this. Well, wait a second. That was a Palisades fundraiser. It wasn't a fundraiser for the Eaton fire. Are you kidding me, man? Ask those bands that sang, hey, do you care if it's this side of the hill or that side of the hill? No decent human being would ever say that. But again, we don't want to talk about where that money went because it's in question. That, again, hell is where these people deserve to live. The next thing, we talk about your safety and your privacy. Workday is an HR company that you use. Now, again, you don't have a lot of employees, or you don't want to deal with HR, or you don't want to have Kathy from HR. You want to get rid of that, so use an HR company. This company just admits that they had a third-party contractor get hacked and data has been stolen. Not the president of the corporation, but the customers. Your personal data from workers, from companies, had their name, address, and phone number and all that stuff. What do you give your employer? Think of everything they have on you. Think of all that stuff that's out there. Well, we're analyzing this to see what was at risk. Well, I know exactly what was at risk, guys. You don't have to tell me. I'm the guy that knows all this stuff that's there. Everything personal, everything about us is at your employer. I'm telling you, the world right now The hackers and scammers are not facing consequences right now. So let's continue. What are you going to do? You're going to sit there and act like it's no big deal? It's a big deal, guys. But I'm telling you, I was the victim of identity theft. Once this happens to you, I am telling you guys, you want these people to be thrown so far under the jail, you have no idea. And again, when they get caught, you know, it's just nothing happens to these people. So let me know what you think so far. A few things to finish this video. Don't forget that we just had an email go out. If you're on the list, check your spam filter. Make sure you got that fabulous email and the personal video that I sent everybody. And don't forget that we have a private channel called iAllegedly Live. We are on the App Store. We're on the Google Store, Amazon, Web TV. I mean, it's very cool. Roku, we're on it all, baby. It's nice. Next thing is minimalism. If you have less, are these people happier? Well, they did a study of about 1,800 people. It's not that people that have less are happier. It's people that give more of their time. People that are kind, that do more for others. These are the happier people. All of these minimalists that don't need material possessions, that live on less, they may have millions of dollars, but what they've learned is that they're happier because they help their fellow man. Kindness counts. Do things. I am telling you this right now, guys. I know successful people. I know a successful lawyer right now who gets more out of helping, indigent clients get through the legal system. And you know what she gets from this? She gets all these big law firms. Wow, you want to hire her. Okay, now that has done, tremendous amounts for her business by helping people out and doing all this legal work for free. And no, it's not, getting them out of parking tickets. Sometimes it's very, very serious stuff that I can't even say what these people have done. But the idea with it is that it's done well for her. And again, one of the happiest people I know is that. So try living on less. Doge, the numbers right now are in right now for Doge. Through the end of July, it's beneficial that we have saved over $200 billion in cost cuts and gotten rid of all these other programs. Here's the crazy thing. $200 billion in savings, but you've cut back and eliminated all these ridiculous programs that are going to be ongoing forever. You've saved, hundreds of billions of dollars also in these programs and checks that were written that you and I were writing checks for, that if you knew, you'd freak out. And again, there's going to be people that are going to be happy about this, and people say, it's overrated and it's ridiculous. Dan, it's nothing. The numbers aren't even real, whatever, okay? That's what it is right now. Read the story below. It averages out to $1,300 per tax-paying citizen in the United States right now. That is wild. Now, here's the other thing. Living here in Southern California, film production has always been a big deal. Living, going to LA, going down to the beach, I've always seen film crews over and over again. In the last 5 years, especially since COVID, it has stopped, man. Film production is at an absolute standstill. I knew a man who was a great guy who did union work for ABC News, might as well say it. And because there's no live feeds anymore, hey, we're doing a press conference here, we're doing this. The guy's been out of work for almost 2 years now. Can't get a job because they don't hire him. Also, it was so ridiculous, the stories that this guy would tell me about union work for, you would have a lighting guy, you would have a sound guy, you would have a cabling guy, you would have a gaffer, you'd have the best boy, you'd have all these people that would hold, the microphone. That would be their job. He was told on his first day, do not touch a light switch, do not do anything, do not move a light. You have to have the union do it. They had a live feed once, a news feed with a breaking news situation of a robbery, and they had to wait for the lighting guy to get there to adjust the light 6 inches. Okay? The union guy got paid 4 hours for that. Now, film production in LA is dead because they can't afford that. No one can afford it. Now, it's gotten so bad here in the United States that they're moving. Now, again, I'm going to get people that say, I don't care about this. Think about this. The Marvel Universe. Here you've got Hulk and you've got Spider-Man number 15. All this stuff that's being done has been filmed in Georgia. Georgia is a tax haven for the film industry, an absolute tax haven, okay? They've given all these incentives to go film in Georgia. Now, Georgia's running out of gas. So they're moving the entire MCU, the Marvel, you know, all those superhero shenanigans movies that I will never watch again. She-Hulk, The Lawyer. I'm kidding, not kidding you. Read the story below. You know, a Spider-Man, whatever it is, 15 or whatever it is. They're moving it to the UK now because it's cheaper to film there in the UK. Is that nuts, guys? But think about this. You can't even have TV production and film production here because it's too expensive. So mark my words, guys. Mark my words. Final story of this video. And again, you're going to be paying for everything forever. Just get ready. You want your car to perform better? Get ready to write a check. Think about this. The other thing that people have written me about is they buy a used car. Their friends turn in a used car, and we have to go through the car to make sure it's okay. Well, no, Ted owned it, and Ted's a really anal guy, and all he did was take it in for service. No, we need to do an inspection and rewrite. It's going to cost you another $1,800 for the car to buy the used car that he's turning in the lease. Okay? I experienced that with my brother-in-law, and I finally said, I'm not paying it, guys. Don't touch the car. You've got Mr. Anal, which is my sister's ex-husband, and I know he called me once. He said, listen, I know I'm selling you the car, but I feel real guilty. I didn't do an oil change at 3,100 miles. So I just want you to know that I couldn't sleep the other night about this. Okay, thanks. Okay, but you want me to pay $1,800 more because you want to certify the car? Pass. Final story is Bank of America says that we are in a stock market bubble. All the signs of a stock market bubble are here. They show serious problems, and you need to be ready for this. So what does that mean? What does that mean, guys? Read the story below. It'll be the last story on the list. You want to get a hold of me, it's hello@iallegedly.com. I love this stuff, but I'm telling you guys, live frugally. What can you cut out? I'm telling you, I used to say you get nickel and dimed to death. It's $125 to $150 to death. You don't want to sit there, and you want to ask for things and get more. You buy a used car, what can they throw in? You know what, honey? Let's walk. Let's leave. Let's not take this deal and let's go down the street and look. No. Wait. Let me see what I can do. And guess what they're going to do? They're going to do. Okay? Does that make sense? Like, subscribe. Let me know. Check out our sponsor because that's great. I love that service. Okay? I'll talk to you soon.